Rockabilly, retro and razzle-dazzle. It's all on show at this weekend's very vintage day out. Founder Talia Stevens joins me now. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It was about this time last year that we were hanging out doing the same thing, and it was the first time last year.
Yes, that's right. Last year was the first time. We had a very successful event, so we decided to put it on again this year.
As you do. Are you tweaking anything, changing anything for this year?
Well, it's actually bigger and better than last year.
It?
We're in a bigger room. We've got more vintage cars there, more entertainment.
And what sorts of things will you be doing?
Well, for the entertainment, we've got swing dancers,
Yep.
we've got jazz bands, jazz singers. We've got a pamper parlour for the ladies that they can get their hair and makeup done.
Fantastic.
Nails.
Vintage only.
Vintage only, and lots of shopping.
It's so hugely popular, the whole vintage thing. Is there a certain personality type, do you think, that kind of gravitates toward the style?
Well, there's quite a few decades in the era vintage, so it suits a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Cost effective too, I'd imagine, because you can often pick up little treats at...
Well, it
think or not.
depends. It can, but, you know, if you're really into it, there's a lot of things to buy.
Especially if you have to have the vintage car
Absolutely.
as well. The photo safari, talk to me about that from last year.
So this is a chance for photographers and those aspiring pin-up models to build their portfolios, have some photos around the vintage cars.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it's more for the photographer, that particular...
It's for both the models and the photographers. It's competition to see who gets the best photo.
Nice.
And a lovely prize.
So Miss Pinup, it's a name change, because last year it was known as Miss Vintage, wasn't it?
That's right, that's right. We wanted to align it with the international things that are going on at the moment.
Yeah.
So there's a Miss Pinup Australia, there's Miss Pinup America, and we wanted to be recognised in that pool there.
Okay, cool. And you've very kindly brought along three gorgeous girls.
Yes,
We're going to start with Miss Betsy.
Yes.
Miss Betsy, come on out. Is this, would you say, a normal day's outfit for Miss Betsy?
Absolutely.
She's purely for pin-up? Or
look, she's actually a burlesque performer herself, so she is in this type of outfit every day.
And what are the judges looking for?
Judges are looking for poise, for personality, stage presence, and how they put a whole outfit together. So accessories, hair, makeup, the whole lot.
Miss Betsy, what's the favourite part of that outfit for you?
My favourite part is it's actually a replica of the gown that Ann Miller wears in the 1949 movie musical On the Town.
Oh, wow.
Absolute favourite of mine, so...
You look gorgeous. Well done, you. Fabulous. All right, number two is Von Bonsky. Talk us through this outfit, Talia.
So this is, you're leaning more towards the late 1940s because it is a wiggle dress. I'm sure Von can tell you a little bit about that.
Sure. In the 1940s, it was the wartime, so of course there was a lot of shortages with fabric.
Yes.
The wiggle dress became the vogue because it didn't take too much fabric. In the 1950s, Christian Dior started his new look, which was the full swing skirts, as you can see Talia wearing. So America took a little bit later to come with that fashion trend, so this is why it's still the pencil skirt.
How long have you been into the whole vintage thing?
Well, I guess it really started when I was little. I loved Elvis Presley. My mum played Elvis Presley all the time.
Yeah.
Growing up, though, it's not really something you do. As I started to become a bit older, a bit more of a woman, I really enjoyed it because the clothes just flatter such a feminine
because it is.
figures.
It's kind of all about the fashion. What do they have to do on the day in terms of the Miss Pinup? Do they have to do swimwear or anything?
Well, there is the swimwear or lingerie. They can choose which one they do. But the silhouettes of the swimwear are very flattering.
Yeah.
So the girls will come up with some beautiful outfits, I'm sure, for that.
Fantastic. Heidi Lee, come on out. Talk us through this outfit, Talia.
Sure. Well, this outfit is actually from the Bailey collection. It's a vintage early 1940s dress. Yes, it's from Black Betty's.
Very cute. Heidi, what would be your top tip for going vintage?
I think wear something that's flattering to your body shape. I love vintage because it celebrates the womanly figure.
Yeah.
So in at the waist and out at the hips.
We love that.
Suits me.
There's a People's Choice Award too, isn't there?
There is a People's Choice Award. Voting's already started online,
yeah, and
you can also submit your votes on the day for your favourite pin-up.
Okay, fantastic. Well, they look amazing. It's one thing, I guess, to dress vintage like these beautiful girls are. What about embracing the entire lifestyle? How many people do that as well? Like everything?
Oh, everything. There is a lot of us out there.
You included, obviously.
Me included. I do love the vintage culture for sure. There's just so much for everybody. As we move through the different decades, there's plenty more things.
Vintage stuff for the home, vintage car, vintage blokes.
Vintage blokes, yes. There's a few of those out there as well.
Superb, why not? Best place, girls, anyone, to find your vintage gems?
eBay for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Yeah, trade me.
You're not trawling through the op shops and...
K Road is fantastic for finding vintage goodies.
Yeah. Are there some days where you don't necessarily want to do the makeup, don't want to do the hair, just want to put the trackies on?
Absolutely.
Do you do that?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Vintage trackies or...?
No. Not vintage trackies, no.
I like that. Excellent. Well, you look amazing. All the very best for the day. It's whereabouts?
It's Alexandra Park this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Have a wonderful time. Come back and see us again next year.
We would love to.
Good stuff. All right. The very vintage day out is happening this weekend. For more details, including how to get tickets, you can head to our website after the break. Asta's Sewing Circle continues with ways to jazz up your lounge.